Hey y'all, tonight I'm going to be making some Crockpot ribs. Let's get started. Alright, first I washed my St. Louis rib. I took the main membrane off of the back, which is giving me a really hard time. So sometimes it's really easy and sometimes it's really hard. Alright, so let's get to the next step. I'm going to lightly coat it with some mustard. This will be an adhesive for our seasoning. Just gonna rub it in, and we're gonna do both sides. And you can't taste the mustard, so if people are like, yeah, I don't like mustard, you can't taste it, okay? It's just a binding for our seasoning. That is it. Just a bind. Now you're gonna use whatever barbecue seasoning you like. They gave me this. I asked for Kinder's smokehouse rub, and they didn't have any more, so they gave me this. It's gonna work fine. So we're just gonna generously coat the top half and then flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. To the bottom of my crock pot, I cut up a onion, and what we're gonna do is just lay them on top. That way, when the juices start going, my meat's not laying on the bottom where the juices are, because we don't want ours. We want to have the meat still on the bone. It will fall off like butter, but we don't want it to fall off right away because we're going to put them in the oven and broil them later. But that's for a different time. Let's cover this. Now we're going to cook them for 4 to 6 hours on high or 6 to 8 hours on low. Okay, while our ribs are cooking in the crock pot, we're going to cut up some veggies. We're going to make roasted veggies. I had some leftover carrots, so I just cut them into bite-sized pieces like so. Now we're going to cut up some washed, yes, I washed, potatoes. I also cut my potatoes into bite-sized pieces, and then I had some cloves of garlic that I just roughly chopped that we're going to add as well. Okay, now you're going to drizzle or spray olive oil. And season it with Italian seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, some salt, and some pepper. Mix that all together. Okay, we're going to lightly spray our baking sheet. And then we're going to add our veggies to the pot. Sorry, to the pan. Now we're putting them in a 400-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. For roasting the veggies, I'm just going to throw these corn on the cobs in here too. And we're going to roast those. Here we go. Alright, you guys, our ribs have been cooking all day long. Now we're going to slowly try to get them up. And then we're going to place them on a greased baking sheet. They are just falling off the bone. Now those onions that are on the bottom, we're going to use those. Oh yes, we're not going to let those go to waste. We're just going to top them on top of our ribs like so. Coat this with Caribbean barbecue sauce. It's a sweet and zesty. Very good. You can find it at Publix or Walmart, some Walmarts. We're just gonna drizzle that over each slab. Then once our veggies are done, we're going to broil this baby so it gets nice and sticky. Nice and sticky ribs. Okay, it's time to switch out. So we're going to take our roasted veggies out. And our roasting corn on the cob. We're just going to set it on top. No need to dirty up another dishy. All right. We're gonna throw our rack of ribs in. Kick it up to broil. Been broiling it for 3 to 4 minutes. That's good enough. Let's serve up. There it is, you guys. Let me know if you tried it.